Hello and welcome to Geek at Play Studio Tutorials. In this tutorial we'll look how to create nighttime scene in a view. So we'll use with the lighting with a dark ambient light and work more on spotlight and point lights. So let's create first our scenery, and I want to create like something Paris. So we'll go ahead, file, and load our object, and we'll load a Paris Residence 6. This is object I purchased in Cornucopia 3D. So if you're interested, they will available there. It's full collections. We'll go ahead, select one. We'll just drop down. Next, we'll go ahead, hold down Shift button and rotate our building. You notice it will snap to it. So we'll move it slightly. Let's click on our camera. I want to uncheck the height button, so I don't want my camera jump when we start moving around. And as I'm here, I want to switch this to 55mm focal length. What is happening right now, 35, it's a wide angle, and we'll have it, you can notice too much distortion, some building maybe fall in kind of. So let's just switch to 55. This is approximately how our eyes see. Just move slightly and let's readjust. There you go. Actually, you know what, I want to move a little bit more this way so we can see more windows. And let's switch also to the wide screen. On the render to screen. Okay, so here's our, there you go, first building. Now we're ready to place something on a background. So let's go ahead, click File, Load Object, and let's load another building. Okay, and this building I want to place it on the back. So we'll go ahead, zoom out, rotating our building, leave it this way, move it on the back right here. Again, let's place it on the ground and just readjust. So what I want to see this angle, if you notice how it's covered, so it can be very nice background lights we can give it from that point. So let's go add another object. We'll just select any other building. Again, if you have your own models, it's great, or Renderosity or other places, I know you can find them for free. Just look around, or use what is come with the, let's rotate building this way and just readjust. So what I want with this building, you just cover a little bit right here scenery. Okay, so we kind of almost finished. Prepare a couple things I want to do. I want to add a street lights, so we can put it point lights. So let's go File, Load it, and I'm just going ahead and load it our files that from our merged collection. And again, this is our street light. Just placed one right here. Let's go bring down, and you know what, this is too big, so let's scale down to about this height. Okay, move it to the edge and let's duplicate it. So again, if you hold down Alt key and you left click and start dragging, it will duplicate at the same time. So let's duplicate one more time, and now let's place it on another side. So we'll go right here, again hold down Shift. When you hold down Shift and you rotate, it's kind of snap to the points in degrees that you specify. And degrees, you can go ahead and File, and if you go in Options, you can specify here what degrees you want for your snapping when you rotate. So again, let's hold down Alt, click, drag. And one more time, Alt, click and drag. So we duplicate it 6 times, and let's preview our image at this point. So you can see we have it composition like street lights, buildings. The next what we want to do is start working on a light. You can actually adjust how we did before for the dark scene, or you can go ahead, File, click on Load, and just load it pre-default night with stars. So let's click OK, and this will be our basic beginning from what we will start to work with this. Okay, beginning here, let's go to Atmosphere Editor, and at this point let's go change our lighting to the global illumination. Let's give it us better look on this one. And also till we go to Effect, and I want to disable stars, but I do want add clouds. We'll just select thick clouds, be sure they cover, so we'll give it us a very nice rainy look. Let's click OK. Okay, so here's our sun positioning below. Let's go right now add some lighting. Okay, the one thing where I will start working it is how to add light to our street lights. Right click and we'll go select point light. It's very easy, you just place it on the middle. Maybe it's how you want it up, well maybe leave it above right here. Okay, couple things. Let's go to modify right now, and it's what I want to look at. We'll go ahead and click edit lens flare. By adding lens flare, it will add us visible spots so we can see how the lights actually will shine around. So a couple things what we want to do, maybe it is make flare just a little bit below, so we have it. Next we'll go ahead to the lighting, and you know what, let's switch to quadric lighting so it will follow faster. Okay, click. And also in the shadows I want to use soft shadows. Soft shadows will render longer than other ones, but it will give it nice edge right here when you can see it. So on our lighting we'll have it very nice from the cage, so the shadows will be soft and darker, a little bit more foggy. Yes, let's go click OK now. Okay, let's position on the middle. Other things that what I want to do, it is edit color for the light. So let's go create this a little bit more warmer and a little bit yellowish light. It will give it kind of street looking lighting for us. Okay, also we can decreasing to about 25 halfway. So next we can go ahead and duplicate. One thing what we can do, we can create this object, embed it inside street light and move it around. But what I want to do, I want just practice a little bit more how we can copy and paste, and so we can position exactly in the right places. Okay, click again Alt, and I will move all three of them. Show position just in the middle. There you go. So here's our lights already set on the street. Let's click preview. Okay, and we have already very nice lighting coming from the lights. Next, let's go add lights inside the windows, and we'll do same way. So we'll go ahead and click on a point light. We'll just move approximately where the window located, right here. Maybe inside preview, so we have it a little bit inside window. And let's move those a little bit around, so you can see we can position just about the window, leave it up front. Again, let's go switch to different colors. So some maybe will be a little bit yellowish, some maybe will be a little bit more bluish color. So it's overall, so we have a different nice coloring. Again, when you like it, you can also select light that you preset, hold Alt and move in different building. So this way we produce ambient kind of lighting. Okay, next thing, let's place few lights right behind the alley. So, and that one actually will, I want to increase more volume, so it will be more lights going behind the street. So now we added depth with lighting to our scenery. Okay, let's preview. Okay, so it's, you can see how we add depth. Let's add a few lights right inside these windows. Okay, again we'll just click on a spotlight and just adjust someone inside the window here. We'll switch to warmer light. Okay, oops, where's our lighting? There you go. We'll move this lights a little bit more inside, and let's just Alt and hold it up so it will be another lights just above this. One thing what is nice, if we can create it additional layer, and we'll just take all our lights and we'll move inside this layer. So in that case we kind of separate them. If you want it, we can create another layer and move all models. It's help us in a case if we want to make it visible and work continue on our scenery, the lights streak won't be on our way. So again, we make it visible, we can see how our light is going. As well, let's go expand, and let's, you know what, let's do a couple of things just to see what is make different. We don't need to do all of the slides, but front couple we can probably just go ahead and make them one on this side and one on that one. Just click and enable volumetric for this. So let's go see it, because what it does, it's give it nice glow up front. If we add volumetric lights to everyone, it may create a little bit more kind of messy look, but front ones will give it nice look on like real light maybe going around. Okay, let's give it this nice light pollution from those. Sometimes it's nice maybe add inside the windows as well. So let's go ahead, select our lights right here and add volumetric. It will add a little bit more pollution come from the windows. Again, I want to do this just for the front ones, not for the back. Okay, let's go to atmosphere editor and let's modify slightly our atmosphere. So we'll go ahead, increase our aerial perspective, let's give it us more depth, and with the lights when we start playing, this is kind of one brighter, darker, play on a distance. So that's what I want to do. I want to add a little bit more fog and haze, and haze, let's say a little bit grayish, darker, so it's a little bit darker haze going on. Okay, let's go here and let's drop our altitude on the clouds low, so there will be very low clouds. Okay, we can check on the lighting, and again, this is personal preference, but I like ambient light a little bit darker than usual. It will give it us more depth, more kind of shadowing look, and our lights pop up better in this case. Okay, and also now we have our back street light, and I want to modify this again, play a little bit more on a darker color. Okay, I think we're ready for our final render. Let's preview it. Okay, so here's our scenery. You can see how we apply the volumetric light on our lightings. We can add just to test on other lights as well volumetric and see how much add this light pollution will add. But in that case, we probably want to decrease the light power. Also, by using lighting, different colors on the back, we can distinguish and bring more three-dimensional to our objects. Okay, so go ahead, try experiment and with a different type of lightings, colorings, but again in the night time try to use it warm yellowish kind of lights, so it will be bring a little bit more realistic as well. Maybe just a little bit decrease lighting on the back right here. Until I'm saying, let's try this. Let's go ahead, click our this light, we'll decreasing down to maybe, and let's go edit. I don't want to edit shadow, but I want to go ahead and switch lighting to quadric, so it's fall off a little bit faster, as well as our yellow may be too yellow, too reddish. So as well, we'll just drop down lighting on this one, and we'll go ahead and lighting and switch to quadric as well. Okay, and let's go ahead and enable maybe volumetric on the far away, make them less bright. Okay, and one more light. Okay, here we go. Windows this one. Okay, just go. So now we have a little bit more light pollution. One thing, let's go add till we're here. Let's go atmosphere editor, clouds, and let's add fog to this. So we'll just select any of them. We'll go type 0 meters, and we'll just go ahead and maybe make around 50 centimeters. A little bit increase in coverage. This will give it us a little bit nice and distant, small, looking like a fog on the ground. So when we start doing a bit more on the feather with the volumetric light, it will just bring even more mystery to our scenery. Okay, I think we're ready, and let's go render our image. Okay, so here's our final image, and you can see how with adding additional lighting on the back, it's add more pollution and look a little bit more kind of milky dark. So sometimes it's better just keep it front lights as a volumetric, and let's give it a little bit nice background lights. Thank you for watching this tutorial from Geek@Play Studio. Please come visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.